Izzah, have you done doing question for your subject?
Yeah, I just finished doing my questions just now.
Oh, wow, that was fast.
Yeah, I know.
So, do you think is it too hard for your student?
Nah, I don't think so.
Is it Nina?
Yeah, Nina, hi.
Hi Izzah, hi SYAHMI.
Care to join us?
Sure, why not?
So, where are you from?
I was from the office. There was a meeting with the PPKI teachers.
So, how was your days going? Because when I look at your face, it's all written that you look very, very exhausted.
Today was quite rough. I had a problem with handling my students today. You know, special kids behavior. They run, jump, climb, they roll around. They literally do every single thing possible. And the shocking part is they are still so full of energy. I always wonder how their parents keep up with that at home. Tough work indeed.
You need to be strong, Nina, and so am I.
How about yours, SYAHMI?
This week, I'm kind of busy, as you can see. I'm doing question for my subject. And I need to submit it this week. So, yeah, I'm kind of busy.
How about you, Izzah?
I'm doing just fine, alhamdulillah. Oh, by the way, I had a new student today. I noticed that he couldn't stay still in the class. Also, he didn't pay attention during the lessons today. So I was struggling handling my class.
Do I know that boy?
I think you taught his class, so you might know him. He has a scar on his right cheek.
His right cheeks. Let me guess. Is it Afiq?
Yeah, SYAHMI is Afiq.
So how did you manage to control him during class?
At first, I feel a little frustrated about his behavior, but I choose to stay calm. Then I try to include some movement when I'm teaching the kids, such as standing, spinning around, and clapping their hands. I noticed that Afiq seems to pay more attention and he moves less than before. So I guess my method worked for him. I'm so grateful because if he can pay full attention, he might disturb his classmates learning too. His friends also annoyed with him messing up in the class.
That boy, he really is something because I also had trouble with controlling him during physical education class. He kept on running and disturbing others. At some point, he think his friends was normal.
He surely is an interesting boy. His behavior sounds similar to my student that I had trouble controlling today. His name was Irfan and he is diagnosed with ADHD. The way Izzah controls Afiq is similar to the way I control Irfan, but there's more. I always set clear and concise classroom rules and routines, such as students have to put their shoes on the shoe rack before entering the classroom. I make sure this is a consistent routine every single day because consistency helps children with ADHD to know what to expect. Other than that, I also provide my students with sensory tools like fidget spinners and stress balls to help them manage their energy without disturbing others.
Oh, I see. That's an interesting method. I can try those methods for next week. But wait, did you mention that Irfan has ADHD just now? What is that? I have heard about this before, but can you explain in more details?
Sure, Izzah. ADHD means attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It is a medical condition. A person with ADHD has differences in brain development and brain activity. This really affects their attention and self-control.
Oh, I see.
Well, it's all makes sense now. As you guys talked, then I just remembered that one of my nephew also an ADHD people. He was always acting without thinking, and sometimes his action was very dangerous and unpredictable. The atmosphere in the house always very chaotic. But there was a time when I'm doing dishes, it's suddenly getting too quiet. I'm afraid that something might happen, so I went to check on him. And I completely caught off guard when I saw he was playing a scissor and cutting my cushion. But luckily, he doesn't hurt himself. If I remember correctly, back then he was a premature baby, and I think that's one of the reasons how he got the ADHD. The doctor said the cause of premature was because of unhealthy diet when my sister was in her pregnancy.
It's not only that. I will say that environment might be the causes of ADHD. Pregnant mothers who are exposed to toxins such as pesticides and fragrance may be linked to ADHD. In addition, the nutrition of foods given, which is high in fat, calories, and sugars, may be associated with higher rates of ADHD in children. Also, I would like to add that genetic factors are the biggest effect in ADHD. And research indicates that it tends to run in families. Since this is inherited disease, ADHD can be inherited from a parent to their child. Study shows that ADHD has a high inheritability rate, ranging from 17 to 18%. That means it's a large proportion for the risk for developing ADHD is genetic. That means that if a parent has ADHD, their child has a higher chance of also developing the disorder. Siblings of children with ADHD are more likely to bring the condition.
But I still don't understand why kids with ADHD can control their emotion or action. Since you are experienced, do you mind to explain it to us, Nina?
Yeah, I'm so curious about it too.
Okay, since you guys are so eager to hear about it, people with ADHD can feel emotions so intensely that they feel flooded or overwhelmed. In each moment, they feel excitement, rage, sadness, and confusion. Then, the feelings become so strong, causing them to act before they think, and then they will regret their action later.
Oh, I get it now. So we as teachers must to try understand them very well. That requires a lot of patience and faith. Also, we need to provide a mechanical and emotional support for them to keep them in our monitor.
Yep, definitely.
Hold on, guys. How do we make sure that someone has ADHD or not? Because we can just simply claim that they have ADHD, right?
Of course, it was not that simple. I once came across a research about how kids with ADHD are diagnosed in United Kingdom. The diagnosis of ADHD in the UK involves a thorough process that includes interviews, physical examinations, and assessments to rule out other potential causes for the symptoms. The assessment may be conducted by a psychiatrist or a specialized ADHD nurse and can include questionnaires, rating scales, cognitive tests, and observations. The goal of this comprehensive evaluation is to ensure an accurate diagnosis, which is crucial for determining appropriate treatment and support options.
So there's a lot of screening tests to securely diagnose someone who had any mental disorder, right, Nina?
Definitely, Izzah.
Oh wow, that's new to me. And there is a time where I need to take care of my nephew. So my sister had taught me a things or two about the medication for ADHD people. There are two types, which are stimulants and non-stimulants. But many doesn't recommend to use this type of medicine because it is a drug. And it's true that this meds help with improving someone's focus and behavior. The only bad thing is it can also have a side effect, which is insomnia and anxiety. For an example, they will have a difficulty to fall asleep, so it won't be good to them.
Yeah. Oh, really? That's an incredible issue to be said. I believe there's other medical initiative other than those drugs. People with ADHD can receive help from professional help to help them develop skills like time management, organization skills, and goal settings. Other than that, schools may help students with ADHD through an individualized educational plan, as known as IEP, which they can offer additional help with organization and other learning support. Yeah. They also can join ADHD support groups either online or in person that can provide emotional support and practical tips from others who share similar experiences.
Oh, I see. Now I'm kind of worried about Afiq. To talk about Afiq, you wanna know something interesting?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, it's all happened last Wednesday. I brought my class to the field to do some activity. Then I noticed Afiq was eating something. So I assumed it was just some snack. For me, it's not a big deal. He can eat whatever he wants. But suddenly, he was acting unconsciously and keep running around the field. So I'm afraid that he would hurt himself. I tried to stop him, but there was a big problem, which was he was running with 4 legs. Can you imagine that? At the moment, I thought he got possessed or something.
What? That literally makes no sense, Rami. Are you trying to fool us? I can see through your tricks.
Oh, really? I'm just kidding. Don't take it too serious. He was running as usual, but he surely is fast because he got me out of breath when I finally caught him. Nina, let's say Afiq is an ADHD student. Can you explain to us what were really happening actually?
Okay, I will try to explain it in simple words. Sugar activates the dopamine system because people with ADHD craves for dopamine all the time. Some will often consume sugary sugary foods or drinks in order to compensate for low dopamine levels. So, for example, when Afiq consumes sugar, his dopamine level will become high and he will feel intense excitement or happiness, causing him to have a ton amount of energy.
I noticed he loves to eat potato chips. As we know, chips contain a lot of preservatives such as sodium benzoate that may trigger his ADHD syndrome. They need to be restricted from taking excessive carbohydrate as it will boost their energy to playing around.
Oh, okay, guys. I have my last question. In your guys' opinion, how will ADHD affect people like Afiq? Because if we know the causes, we can help them.
Okay, I think it can affect their education. People with ADHD often struggle to manage their time effectively, making it harder for them to study consistently. They might have trouble planning long-term projects and sticking to a schedule, leading to incomplete or rush work. In addition to that, students with ADHD may struggle with remembering things, making it difficult to hold on to information long enough to process it. It will be difficult for them to remember instructions or what was taught earlier in the lesson, recalling steps in a process such as solving math problems, and retaining information for tests and exams, even when they have studied earlier. These situations will make it hard for them to achieve a good grade unless they use a study method that really works for them.
Oh, I get it now. But sometimes they may have the feelings of restlessness and a need for a constant activity or stimulation. Adult with ADHD might have a trouble focusing on a large task or multitasking. Adult, yeah. And also they are talkative that will interrupt people surrounding them.
Oh, I see. But in my opinion, ADHD also can affect their social life. For example, they may interrupt and speak without thinking, which can damage their social interaction and make them hard to fit in with others.
Yep, I agree with you. I also noticed that Afiq has not met any friends yet. Moreover, I would like to add that ADHD may struggle with impulsivity and emotional regulation that leading to conflicts in friendship or relationships.
Bingo, that's true. You know, sometimes society often assume ADHD is caused by laziness or a lack of willpower. But in reality, people with ADHD try their hardest to focus and control their urges. That being said, people with ADHD must be recognized and accepted for their condition. But I noticed that there is a growing shift towards seeing disability as a natural part of human diversity, rather than something to be fixed or hidden. Increasingly, society is recognizing the value of inclusion, celebrating the talents and contributions of disabled people, and working towards universal design and accessibility. Representation of the disabled people in media, politics, and public life is also improving, so there is still a long way to go.
Oh, right, Nina. I believe we should all improve for the better. In my point of view, parents play the biggest role in helping kids with ADHD deal with their condition. They must provide support and care for their child to ensure both their physical and mental health is well cared of. They need to spend more time with their children by teaching on how to maintain a healthy lifestyle, as this can prevent ADHD children from becoming overtired.
Oh, what a wise statement you got. Other than that, the government can also take part by launching awareness campaign about ADHD, whether in schools, in workplace, and in community. This will help to raise awareness about ADHD, with educating them about the symptoms, effect, and a way to manage ADHD.
Yes, I support what you said, Syahmi. If you guys suspect someone has ADHD, it's important to advise them or their guardian to consult a healthcare provider for an accurate diagnosis. But if you guys suspect Afi of having ADHD, you can always inform the head teacher first, so she can inform the parents of the child. You know, some parents find it hard to accept that their kid is different from others, so it's safer to do it that way.
Oh, okay, I understand. I will continue to observe him to see if he managed to learn properly in my class.
Oh, I can help you with that.
Alright, best of luck, guys.
Thank you.
Wait, what time is it now?
Oh, I think it's around 5 p.m. Why?
It's getting late. I need to pick up my boss. Gotta go now.
Oh, alright, same here. That was a nice conversation we had, guys. Thank you.
Okay,
Sure.
bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you soon.